Hi friends, welcome back to chapel. We started telling the Christmas story last week, and if you'll remember, we talked about how Mary and Joseph had to travel back to Bethlehem. And while they were there was no place for them to stay, but baby Jesus was born. And there were shepherds that came, and a whole bunch of people that were nearby came to celebrate. Well, not just people nearby wanted to celebrate. People from all over heard that baby Jesus had come. Now, what does this make you think of? He's pretty cool, isn't he? He's one of my favorite Christmas decorations. He's a little camel, and he actually comes from Israel, which is where Bethlehem is. Who rode the camels? That's right, the wise men. And do you know how they knew that baby Jesus had been born? What did they follow? They followed a star. They followed a very special bright star. They were wise men because they studied things like the stars and numbers, and they studied the books, and they knew that a new king was being born. So the three wise men got on their camels. Look, I've got 1, 2, 3 more camels. And they traveled, but you know what? They weren't just shepherds in a field next door. They came from far, far away. It took them a long time to get there. But when the 3 kings got there, they said, "Where is baby Jesus? We have come to worship him. We saw his star, and we want to know where he is." Well, they looked everywhere, and finally they asked the real king. They said, "Do you know where this new king has been born?" Well, this did not make the king very happy because he was like, "I'm the king. I don't need somebody coming and taking my job from me. I'm the king." So he told him, "Look, people have been saying down in this town called Bethlehem is where the baby is. You can go look there. But when you find him, I want you to come back and I want you to tell me where he is." Do you think that king had good plans for baby Jesus? No, he didn't. So the 3 kings went and they found baby Jesus, and they brought him presents because baby Jesus was a present too, right? They brought him gold. Ooh, look at all of that. They brought him myrrh, which was like a kind of perfume or an oil. And they brought him, okay, get ready, frankincense. And frankincense was an incense, or it can be. I'm going to light this. If you were here, you could smell it. It smells very good. But do you see the smoke? People used to use things like this because they thought that the smoke, because it went up to heaven, would carry their prayers all the way to God. So these 3 presents were not just ordinary presents. These were very special presents. The frankincense represented how baby Jesus was the Son of God, and he was very special. The myrrh, you know what they used this for? They used to use it to anoint, or kind of like when you get baptized, it's kind of like being anointed, but they used it to anoint kings and priests. So it was very important. So this meant that he was going to be a king. And the gold represented the earthly riches of a kingdom. So this little tiny baby who was born in a manger had presents fit for a king, because he came to be not just your best friend, but the king of the whole wide world, the King of the universe. So now you remember, the other king, the mean king, he had told the wise men, when you find baby Jesus, come back and tell me where he is. But while the kings were sleeping one night, the three wise men, God came to them in a dream and he said, that king, he's up to no good. I want you to go home another way, but tell everybody that you have met baby Jesus and that he is here to be the king for the whole world, to be your best friend. The very first Christmas present is not just for big fancy kings or little shepherd boys. He's for all of us. So this Christmas, when you're giving presents and you're decorating trees and you're putting up Christmas lights, I want you to remember that all of those things are nice, but the important gift, the reason for the season, is baby Jesus coming to be the king of the whole wide world. And he doesn't do that by being mean or bossy. He does that by living in our hearts and loving us and taking care of us. So can you fold your hands? Can you close your eyes? And can you be my echo? Dear God, thank you for loving me. Thank you for sending baby Jesus as the first Christmas present. Help me to keep him in my heart all year long. Amen. So, do you remember the song that we sang last year in the Christmas program? The one that went, 1, 2, 3, kings are we, from afar, by yonder star. Do you remember that one? Can you sing it with me? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, kings are we, from afar, by yonder star. And that came from one of my favorite Christmas carols. Have you ever heard of We Three Kings? We three kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we travel so far. Field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light. Merry Christmas and goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, my friends, to you. God bless you everywhere you go and all you say and do. Bye.